Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen with Mental Health Today. I'm going to talk about why some people can be not very nice. I'm going to explain the background behind that because, I feel like when I was in high school and I got bullied, I would always think, oh, something's wrong with me, right? And, you know, when someone's just randomly rude to you and you don't understand, you make it makes you feel like you're the issue. It makes you feel like you're the problem when you're not, right? And I mean, at the end of the day, like not everybody in your life is going to like you, not everybody is going to agree with you. You know, what I've learned is I've taken a CBT course and I've taken like I've taken a group where I was actually like we had these amazing life coaches that taught us about personality colors. And if you actually research personality colors, like everybody's a different color, right? Like like there's green, blue, and orange and yellow. And you know, blue is sensitive, emotional, caring, very likes to talk, that kind of thing. Green is a little bit of a mix of emotional, but also like a little bit more like honest. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but basically every color is different, which means everybody in your life is a different color. Some people like some people are the same color as you, which is where you're going to be a little bit more compatible with the person, right? Like my best friend, for example, we've been best friends for 4 years. She's a mix of green and blue, and so am I. So, like, there's times we butt heads, but for the most part, we value the same things. We both care about people. We both, really, we're emotional and sensitive girls, right? So, we get along pretty well. The reason why people can butt heads or be harsh is because they either don't exactly agree on the same thing, they don't exactly like the same things, or, you know, some people deal with their tragedies or their depression or their anxiety in different ways than others do, right? Like, I know a common thing when you're a teenager and you're picked on by other girls, usually it's because that you have something that the other person wants, right? It's jealousy and it's insecurity, right? Like a lot of people, what I do is I just kill people with kindness. I am a nice person. I don't like to be a mean person. I don't like to stoop to people's level, right? So what I try to tell people is the best thing you can do is just walk through life with your head held high, right? Like don't let someone discourage you. Don't let somebody really like take away your kind heart, right? Like just there's been times where I've had to deal with certain people and I've just said like, look, like I understand you're going through a rough time, like there's no reason for you to speak to me like that. Like you don't need to be a mean person, you don't need to get revenge. All you have to just be honest and just say, "Hey, like if there's something bothering you, talk to me," right? Like encourage people to open up more because if you stoop to their level, that's what they want. But if you are the bigger person and you ask someone if they're genuinely okay, they'll be a little confused, but they'll be like, "Oh, wow, like she actually cares," right? And I'm not saying being a mean person is okay. I'm just saying don't allow somebody mean to take away your value and your kind heart, right? Like there's so many different ways people handle depression. Some people take it out on other people. Even loved ones fight with other people because they're miserable and they don't know how to handle it, right? Like it doesn't make you a bad person. It's learning to like cope with learning to cope with these things a little bit better, right? Like learning to heal from the trauma, heal from whatever you're going through. Don't take it out on other people. Just reach out to people that will understand, right? Like, I mean, nobody's perfect. I mean, I've had shitty days too. I've had days where I've taken it out on people as well, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta try and look for like the deeper meaning why somebody is like this, right? And it's not okay for people to be mean, and I'm not saying at all that that's okay. Like, obviously set boundaries. If someone's a shitty friend or a shitty person, stay away, obviously, but don't stoop to their level. And that's just all I want to get at today, is just giving you that message. And like, my next video will probably be substance abuse. I'm going to talk about that either tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to start going live as well on my Instagram. I have Twitter, I got Pinterest. So all I want to get at is just don't be a mean person. Like, just know your boundaries. There is nothing wrong with setting boundaries with people that you love or people that you're just becoming friends with, right? Like, I've had to do the same thing with my own friends, right? Explain, like, this isn't okay, like, these are my boundaries. Because, like, if you have that self-respect without being a mean person, people are going to come to you more, and they're going to respect you and be like, you know what, like, you have to set boundaries for yourself with people, but you also, don't stoop to their level. Just say, like what I do is I ask people if they're okay, and if they don't want to tell me, I just walk the other way. Like, I don't, too short to stress about somebody's problems. You have to worry about yourself at the end of the day. Can you be there and be a great friend? Sure, be there, but don't let it like suffocate you, and to the point where you're becoming unstable too. I've made that mistake. I've been friends with people that have been so unstable, and it's made me an unstable person. I've had people that have taken from me, have used me for money, have used me for my caring heart, and then people, whenever I needed something, friends would just vanish, right? And lucky enough, I have, a couple really true friends. We've all had our fights, we've all had our issues. Like I said, me and my best friend, we've gone through our shit, but at the end of the day, like, she's like a sister to me, and we're always gonna love each other, right? And we're always gonna have each other's backs. And our friendship has grown since the last couple months. Our friendship has really grown, and like, you need real friends that are going to stick by your side through thick and thin, right? Like, you want friends that are going to have your back through the good and the bad, right? So that's all the message I want to get out today, is just having set boundaries for your friends and new people in your life and family. And don't allow someone's negativity to bring you down. Just try to help them, and if they don't want the help, don't keep pushing. Just, focus on yourself at the same time, right? And like, people aren't just, all I want to say is, people aren't just, 90% of the time, people are not just purposely mean. There's always a deeper meaning why someone is acting a certain way and why somebody isn't being very nice. There's something mentally going on, right? And if more of us actually focused on the mental part of people's behaviors, I think that people would be more understanding, and people would be more open and more honest and more comfortable. But a lot of us get too ashamed to admit that we have problems, because we think that having problems is frowned upon, but it's not. This is life. This isn't the movies. Nothing in life is ever perfect. And the more we open up and the more we accept that about ourselves, the better our life is going to be, and the better our relationships will be. So that's all I wanted to pretty much say today. And if you guys have any suggestions, if you want to comment or whatever, feel free to just comment below. And then stay tuned, because my next video will be on substance abuse, which is going to be a little bit of a more personal topic. But these are things that need to be talked about. And I am taking my blog and this YouTube very seriously. I've started to even pay for some stuff for my blog and stuff. So I really, really want to help people. So I really hope that you guys are going to stay tuned and keep following my blog, keep following my YouTube, and please take this advice and just apply it to your own life, because it would make an amazing difference. Anyways, yeah, just comment below, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Mental Health Today. Bye!